How are we doing, guys? And it's finished. Arsenal 1, Newcastle 0. Finally beaten them this season. The video is a little late than normal. I was at the game today and went with my youngest son, and we had a great time. And it was nice to just go to football. There's no filming involved or anything else. It's just being in the moment and enjoying myself and making memories like I have with all my children at football. And yeah, it's nice, to just do those normal things, shall we say. And listen, we got the win. And you know what? It was a really weird one today because there's been a lot of times this season where I've sat there and said we've been playing really well, we're creating chances, and then whoever we're playing against get one chance, they score, and we throw it all away. And you're just like, how's that happened? Today was one of them days where we probably didn't deserve to win, if I'm being honest. Maybe a draw on the balance of the 90 minutes would have been a fairer result. But Newcastle had some big chances. And, before the game, we knew that Trippier wasn't going to be playing. Joe Linton isn't playing. But then we got the news that Isak wasn't playing. And that was like a massive boost. And it was like, if he's missing, with all due respect to Callum Wilson, he's not Alexander Isak. And yeah, as it turns out, with the chances that Newcastle created, if Isak was playing, then we would have probably conceded. Although saying that, David Raya made some exceptional saves, but I'll get onto that in a second about David Raya. But one thing that did make me laugh is that when everyone talked about Newcastle missing Isak, and that could be a reason why they lost and they didn't have that potency up front and everything else. And I sat there and I just laughed and I thought, how contradictory are the comments by so many people? Because Newcastle lose Isak, quality player. That's one player. And now it's being thrown into the mix as to why they may not have won a game and everything else. Try losing the amount of players that we have, of the level of players we have, for the periods of time that we have. We know that injuries are part and parcel of football. Players can miss 2, 3, 4 weeks. Standard procedure. It happens all the time at every club. But we've lost Saka for more than 3 months. We lost Martin Odegaard for more than 3 months. We lost Gabriel, who is arguably one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League since start of March, wasn't it? So there's a couple of months. Kai Havertz only just returned today. And when did he get injured? February? Like Tomiyasu, the whole season. Ben White, 3-4 months or so, has only recently came back. Calafiori has just been getting injuries and it's been stop-start for him. Gabriel Jesus, 3-4 months, and that's going to go into next season. Big injuries for a long period of time. And this is what I'm trying to allude to, that, we're not about players that might miss 2, 3, 4 weeks. Standard kind of stuff. Big players that we're missing for long stretches of the season. And we've still managed to get over the line, get second place, Champions League football. And don't get me wrong, it's not an achievement or anything like that. And Mikel's got to deliver next season. But when you pull it into context, how I was just explaining with all the injuries and PGMOL and the random red cards that we've received that nobody else has. And there was even an incident in this game where was it Martinelli that was brought down? And I haven't watched the replay back or anything yet, but where I'm sitting and looking, what's the difference between that and when Saliba got sent off? Although Saliba's the only one I've seen get sent off for that, and there's been countless other incidences identical, just in different areas of the pitch, but the yellow cards that they're issued stay and VAR don't overrule it. Yeah. But yeah, going back to David Raya, he made some exceptional saves today, but he also nearly cost us some goals. His distribution today and of late has been dreadful. I lost count the amount of times today that he was pinging passes out and they were just flying out of play. I was just sitting there going, what on earth's happened to this guy? And it seems to be a combination of everything since Gabriel's come out of the side. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but you know, Saliba's been a bit ropey. And listen, he came off at half time as well. I don't know what that injury is or what the situation is. But it wouldn't be surprised if he's injured because he's a player that's had to play every single minute because we ain't had the players there to rotate. Calafiori, when he came on in that left centre-back role, quality. Absolute quality. And that is, for me, his best position. But how are you going to get Gabriel out of the side? But listen, that's another topic for another day. But yeah, David Raya, I don't know, just something's just been amiss with him in the last month. But yeah, I think he's tied now for the Golden Glove with that clean sheet today. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was one behind. I think so. And I think he's level now. So it could go down to the final game of the season. And we're playing Southampton. And Nottingham Forest have got Chelsea, haven't they? Yeah. Yeah, they have actually. That'd be an interesting one. That'd be very interesting. With Nottingham Forest winning today. Oh, I'd love Nottingham Forest to win that. And stop Chelsea getting in the Champions League. Oh, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I'd like to see Nottingham Forest get into the Champions League. I'd like to see Newcastle drop out of the Champions League. Just thinking out loud. But yeah, listen. What can I say? The goal itself, superb from Declan Rice. We had some other moments. Trossard in the first half. We had a header from a Saka corner in the first half. Ben White in the second half. Good shot. Just wide. But it was very much one of those games where first team scores and then it would be difficult for the other to break, you know, the team down. And it's one of those that score first and it's likely to end that way, 1-0. And so it was. But like I said, that's guaranteed second place, bar like the maddest set of scorelines. I think Man City are about 10 or 11 goals behind us in terms of their goal difference. They can finish the season level on points with us. They'll play in midweek because obviously they didn't play over the weekend because of the FA Cup final. Let's just say for argument's sake, they win that game 4-0. We would have to lose to Southampton 1-0 and Man City win their last game 5-0. Like, the permutations are just mad. Like, I can't see that happening at all. So yeah, we're basically done second place. You can't. You know what I mean. Listen, we're not going lower than third anyway, but it's Champions League football. But you get the message, you get the picture. And yeah, look, listen, and what I noticed today, being at the game and everything else, and I don't know whether it, transpires on the television. It's very different watching it live to on the TV. But the players, when I'm watching them today, they look tired. They looked very worn out. Like it's been a long, hard season, and a lot of them had to do it and keep pushing themselves and pushing themselves and pushing themselves, and there's injuries, and we got over the line to not be involved in that chaos that's going to be the last week of the season. We can go to Southampton, we can rest whoever we want, do whatever we want. We don't need to get involved. There's just, what's going to happen on that final day, the chaos of that, remaining 3 places in the Champions League. And, I'm trying to think now, you've got Man City, Nottingham Forest, Chelsea, Villa, Newcastle. So you've got 5 teams fighting for 3 places. And if I had to pick 2 that would miss out, it would be Chelsea and Newcastle. I know it'd be funny if Man City missed out and they were playing Thursday nights. Oh, that would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Oh. But listen, is what it is, isn't it? We got the win. And that's the most important thing. It's second in the league, 3rd year in a row. Mikel's got to deliver next season, and it's as simple as that. You've got to deliver one of the big 2, Premier League, Champions League. No more excuses. Need to get this transfer window right. We need to regroup, refresh ourselves over the summer, and we'll get that chance. No Euros, no World Cup or anything like that. So some of these players who haven't had a rest will get a rest, and we should hopefully see the likes of Bukayo Saka and whatnot flying next season. So listen, there we go. It's a win. We beat Newcastle. They're not finishing above us. Couldn't have dealt with that. Newcastle finishing above us. Biker Grove FC. Not happening. And yeah, listen, it's one of those. Probably didn't deserve the win. Draw was probably a fair result. But listen, how many times have we not had a fair result? Is what it is. We move on. So, yeah, one more game to go. And that's Southampton. Aaron Ramsdale. Should be a relaxed, kind of game. Should be nice and chilled. And yeah, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Smash a like on this video. And I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.